So, how is everyone? I hope you're all well. Doing things a little bit differently today, because every time I sit down, the dog tries to pull over the Christmas tree. So we've had to move it, we've had to play about a little bit, but yeah, so I'm doing a bit of a stand-up just so I can keep an eye on what's going on around me. But anyway, look, as you know, it's all about the meat and potatoes, so let's get into it. And we have now seen Leilani Simon arrested in the Quinton Simon disappearance. Now, we kind of knew what was going to happen here. I was kind of a mindset that, was he actually at landfill? I did kind of think that there was a potential that she'd lied, or I never thought she'd been coerced into it, but I did think that there was a chance that something else had happened and she was kind of trying to hide something. But look, it would appear, and I've got some notes here, so it would appear that what happened was they found some remains during that search. And look, this is heartbreaking. At the end of the day, we're caught between the devil and the deep blue sea here, because we want happy endings, and you've got to kind of think, on one hand, we're now talking about what really did happen, and that is that indeed Quinton was sent to landfill by his mum. She did something, and that resulted in him being placed into a bag or a container and being sent to landfill like rubbish. And I'm going to put this out as a side note. So for all of you people out there, when we're talking about these cases and a child goes missing, and we say, look, we've got to take everything into consideration. We do have to, as unpalatable as it is, we do have to look at the parents. This is exactly why. Because there is some evil in the world. What you wouldn't think that stuff like this would happen. You wouldn't think that someone could do that. But this is a mum who's put her child into this situation. And that fucking beggars belief. And it also beggars belief that when a child goes missing and then we start talking and looking at the parents, despite what history and statistics have taught us, there are still people who adamantly refuse to accept that there's a potential, a possibility, even the slightest, that they had some involvement in it. And it's all I'm going to say is it happens. And like or not, 9 times out of 10, it's them. But look, so what we're saying is yes, so Chatham County PD, she's been arrested, but this is the kicker. This is the kicker. They are saying here that they do not anticipate that any other arrests will be made in connection with this case. Now, how the fuck is that possible? How is it that Billie Jo, I can only create monsters, is, oh my word, how can she not be involved? How can she not be in a situation where she can be arrested? She came straight out the gates, saying that she did not trust her daughter. She didn't trust her. She had custody. She had legal custody of Quinton. It was her responsibility, her sole responsibility was to keep him safe from his mum. That would have been the whole reason why she was given custody in the first place, because mum had been deemed unfit. So it was Billie Jo's job to keep that boy safe, and she didn't. She failed. So why is it that in one case we can see situations that are similar when someone else gets crucified with them as well? Because it's how it should be. Everybody involved in this should be punished. And I don't get that. Leilani Simon's reported her son missing from their home on October 5th, 2022. Since that time, millions of people have followed Quinton's case and have been awaiting answers. And these are the answers we get. Yes, on one hand, we've got the answer that Leilani will hopefully now face justice. But other people who are part of that problem, they're not going to, by the looks of it. Let me know down below what you think. Look, it's heartbreaking because a little boy lost his life, and I'm sure that more details are going to come out and we're going to find out more about this. But in terms of true justice, is this true justice? Has everybody who played a part in this, have they been held accountable for the part they played? Let me know down below, and I'll catch you all in the next one.